Hi, and welcome to This Week in Arts. On Tuesday, 25th of March, the Queensland Government announced the venues for the 2032 Olympics after a 100-day review, sparking much speculation and controversy. The Australian Institute of Architects is calling on the government to focus on the long-term benefits and involve architects in the planning in order to create a lasting infrastructure that will benefit communities beyond the Games. In other news, Hugh Jackman and Sonia Friedman have launched Together, a new theatre company focused on creating intimate, accessible productions. In collaboration with Ian Rickson, the company will showcase experimental works in the UK, the US, and beyond. Should you start a podcast in 2025? Experts say social media marketing is on the decline, making podcasts even more important as ways for artists to connect with their audiences. Artists who want to stand out in the crowded podcast scene need to create strong content, target a specific audience, and ensure a high quality and accessible production. If you're in Sydney, don't miss Guys and Dolls on Sydney Harbour. It's a lively, high-energy show with amazing sets and a stunning cast that really shines. The production mixes Broadway style with a classic New York story for a fun and unforgettable night. If you'd like to learn more about this week's news, go to artshub.com.au and check us out there. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a lovely day. Hi and welcome to This Week in Arts. First up, a new study from RMIT and the University of Melbourne reveals alarming findings about Australia's visual arts and crafts sector, highlighting low pay, unstable work and a huge gender pay gap, especially affecting women and people from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds. Many artists are quitting due to these challenges, with the industry facing a potential exodus in the next 5 years. In Queensland, big changes are happening at the Queensland University of Technology. QUT is reviewing its performing arts courses after a 40% drop in enrolment since 2019. Industry leaders warn that this would limit local opportunities for aspiring artists, especially in a state that values the arts despite the cost of living crisis. Sadly, the Loom in Melbourne will be shutting its doors on the 1st of June 2025. After 5 years of successful exhibitions that generate $180 million for the Victorian economy and attracted 1.5 million visitors, the company plans to shift focus to pioneering new immersive storytelling experiences globally. Over to the 2025 Adelaide Cabaret Festival, Virginia Gay, artistic director, describes cabaret as a uniquely intimate art form that creates an immediate connection between performances and the audiences. The festival will feature exclusive performances from stars like Jacob Collier and Jessica Malboy, and returning favourites like Class of Cabaret and Festival Late Nights. Honestly, it's shaping up to be a celebration of art, connection, and pure energy. And last but not least, the Museum of Brisbane is hosting an incredible exhibition called Precious, showcasing over 3,000 unique items from 30 collections, celebrating local stories and the passion behind collecting. With everything from vintage clothing to indigenous art and quirky memorabilia, the exhibition offers something for everyone to enjoy. If you'd like to learn more about this week's news, go to artshub.com.au and check us out there. Thank you for watching and hope you have a lovely day.
Hi and welcome to This Week in Arts. Have you ever read, written or even received a scathing book review? Well, they're more common than you think, and even famous authors are not immune. On the other hand, a painting by Norwegian artist Edvard Munch was gifted to the National Gallery of Australia. While many may consider Munch to be best known for The Scream, the NGA dubbed their new acquisition Man with Horse its most significant addition to the collection in the 21st century. Back to the Future the musical is set to premiere in Sydney this year, and the lead role of Marty McFly will soon be announced in June. Dr. Emma Brown will be played by Tony Award-winning actor Roger Bach. Seb Chan, director and CEO of the Australian Centre for the Moving Image, ACME, recently returned from the US and says there are a lot of uncertainties in the cultural sector right now that will inevitably ripple beyond US borders. Our top reviews this week include Queensland Theatre's Calamity Jane, featuring a remarkable woman who eschewed the feminine norms of her day, and a major exhibition of Frida Kahlo at Bendigo Art Gallery, which explored the reality of the artist beyond her public persona. If you would like to learn more about this week's arts news, go to artshub.com.au and check us out there.
Hi, and welcome to This Week in Art. After a recent review of QUT's performing arts courses, the dance major has been cut, while acting has been changed to focus now on digital and screen performances. The university says this is to keep things future-focused and to keep costs low, while at the same time, QUT has announced that they're going to open a new medical school in 2027. If it was up to me, I'd get those students trained on TikTok dances. In more positive news, Creative Australia is investing $800,000 into a new disability-led group called the Arts and Diversity Network Australia. Next, the Gaga is returning to Melbourne, which is going to be the first time in 11 years. Now, with pre-sale tickets and the amazing dynamic pricing, you can expect to pay upwards of $500 for a seat in the back of the stadium. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.